Go ahead and tell everybody your name.
My name is Ryan Robertson. I'm from Central Texas. I've been living in Enid for probably about 2 years now.
For 2 years.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, what do you do? Do you just do music, or what do you do for work?
Well, I work up here mainly is what got me up here, and I started doing music probably 3 years ago is when I picked up the guitar and played it, loved it, learned, and about a year ago I finally was open enough to play for some friends, some family, and everybody loved it. So I was like, "Oh, this is cool," Everybody
Yeah.
loves it. So and they started to push me. Actually, they were like, it'd be great if you get out there and you start playing shows and stuff. So I was like, yeah, it would be pretty cool. So I actually tried it out. A good buddy hooked me up with my first gig, and after that, I've just been hooked. And I've done probably this coming up show I'll have in March will be probably my third show ever. So
Third
I'm
show.
still fresh and learning and having fun with it, but it's nice to be in a different environment up in Enid, and I've just really enjoyed the people up here. Y'all are just so down home and welcoming, so it's nice to be up here around new people.
There are definitely a lot of nice people up here in Oklahoma. So you said you picked up the guitar 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Well, probably about four now. I kind of get mixed up, but yeah,
3 4 years ago, you picked up the guitar,
yeah.
and so when did you start shows? How many years ago?
6 months ago.
Six
Was
months
my
ago.
first show. Yeah, in August.
Oh my
August.
goodness.
I can't remember what the date. I think it was in August. We had this thing back home, back in Central Texas. It was called Rib Fest, and a good buddy had it put on, and I was actually the opener there. And so, yeah, I was super nervous and stuff, but had a great time overall. It went really good, but it was kind of funny how it went. So we were going through, and show was going good. I probably played like three songs, something like that. Show was going great. All of a sudden, everything crashes, and I'm like playing up there, and I stop. The crowd can't hear me. There's probably 60 people in the crowd, and they can't hear me. The music just cut, and I was like, "Crap, what do I do?" Freaking out. Well, I go backstage and I talk to my buddy, and he's like, "We're gonna try to get it going." There was just too much power, not enough power for like the sound equipment we had hooked up for the
Yeah.
event. We ended up figuring it out and stuff. Got the show back going. I got the finish, and it ended up being a good show. But yeah, that was my first one, so it was kind of hard to handle that adversity. But it ended up being pretty good. Everybody stuck around. It was hotter than hell, probably about 105 degrees in Texas. I think it was hot, but it was a fun time. We got the crowd rolling, and
Were
yeah, it was good.
were all of your were all of your concerts in Texas then, or?
So far, yes, sir. Yeah, back they're all back home so far. I've been trying to. That's why I'm very thankful for you for having me on this podcast because been
Yeah.
trying to reach out and get out and eat it more, and get to know more people. And I got some good buddies here now, hopefully. So we'll
Yeah, most
or I
definitely.
mean, hopefully I can get in somewhere is what I'm saying. I got some really good friends, so hopefully I can get in and we can start working. I'd love to get out and work. It is hard sometimes. I do try to get out on the weekends though, so I'm free anywhere in town. I've heard of some places though, and I've been trying to get out. So I tried going a couple weeks ago to what's that place called? The place where they're having the cooker. Yeah, I tried to think it was the cooker. I was going a couple weeks ago to go to a live open mic there on a Sunday, and it snowed that day. And I
Oh,
think
okay.
the guy something happened with it. He couldn't get there because of the sound equipment and stuff and the snow. So I was kind of happy because the Cowboys were playing, but everybody knows how that went.
Right,
Man,
right.
it sucks to be a Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say,
But
yeah, you're a big Cowboys fan
I
then.
am. But
Ah, okay.
being from Texas, you kind of have to be. I was born and raised in it, and
It's kind of
at
a
my
bummer
age,
for you then,
it
huh?
really is because at my age, all I've seen them do is lose. So it's been pretty sad to watch. But
Yeah.
hey, I'll watch it every year,
Hey, but
and that's my team. I ain't
through
no
thick and thin,
bandwagon.
you're a big fan of them, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, my loyalty lies.
So what? You did three shows in Texas, and you started 6 months ago.
Yes, sir.
So the first one you did, like, obviously you were light. You know what I mean? How big of a crowd were you doing it in front of? Like,
So
what was your
mostly it was
biggest crowd?
like I'm sorry. Mostly it was friends and family, and a lot of friends and family, and then there were some other people over there. It was real hot, so that's basically what it was. Most of the people that were supporting me already, kind of, I had made a couple posts on Instagram and stuff to kind of get people hyped up for it, and so that's people that showed out for me, and they just keep showing out for me, and I can't appreciate them enough. I mean, they're the day ones, and hopefully we can keep growing this thing, and I can keep playing and grow this thing. But yeah, I just appreciate them people for showing up for me. You know, it was a great show out in the heat, and we made the best of it, I think. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and then my second show was pretty good. We didn't have as great of a show out. It was opening dove season, and anybody that lives in Texas, probably like duck hunting up here. They just love dove hunting, so everybody was dove hunting. It was right in the evening time, peak dove season. So we played for probably like 10 people, and then about 20, 30 people showed up after that, and it was about the end of my set. And so I stretched the set a little bit for them, but yeah, it's just been great so far, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
got a good 2 hour set coming up soon back home in Central Texas in March, and hopefully I can get some more before then. But I'm looking forward to that one, you know.
Well, that's awesome. March what? What day
March
is that?
March the 15th, and
March
yeah, and
15th.
I like you said, the open mics. I should be at the open mics on Sundays. I don't know about this Sunday, but if there's any open mics around town, I'll be around, you know, trying to make my way.
Yeah, well, you definitely want to look into Reds because I hear they've got a good open mic. They do like comedy and all kinds of stuff there, so
Absolutely, yeah.
they've
I
got a
never
good
heard of them,
crowd
but
there.
yeah, I'd love to go check them out. I love comedy and I love music. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm a fan, yeah, a lot of people around here that play music already. I've heard some of their stuff, and I'm just a big fan of it. And I'm just thankful and blessed to be in a place where, you know, people are so friendly, and we can get together and have that camaraderie where we all enjoy music and have a good time. You know,
Hmm.
so it's great.
Yeah, I know 'cause Oklahoma. I mean, obviously, like a lot of people like hip hop and stuff, but we're like it's like a country state, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of people listen to country, they listen to rock.
Absolutely.
You know
Hey,
what I mean?
me coming from Central Texas, we're like an hour away from Dallas, and we're right there with you. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
grew we
all
grew up
same
on the Little
kinds of stuff,
Boozy
huh?
and the T Pain and you know Little Wayne of the world. We grew up on that.
So I looked at your Instagram. You have a lot of like cover songs and stuff. Is that
Yes, sir.
mostly what you do, or do you write your own music? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there and write my own music. My first single is I'm trying to get it released in the spring, and as of right now, I'm just playing a lot of cover songs and trying to get out there and just play shows and get my feet wet a little bit and just try to enjoy it. But yeah, my ultimate goal is to get some songs released on Spotify, Apple Music coming out this spring, hopefully, and get that thing rolling and start playing my own stuff because I really like to write. You know,
well, how many songs do you have down ready to be recorded then?
I probably have, man, if I counted them all, probably like 6 or 7. I probably
About
have
six ready to be
ready.
ready to go.
But I only want to come out with a few starting off just to because there's only a few that I really like, to be honest. You know, I got some ready to go, but there's a few that I really like, and I'm just started writing about a year ago, so I'm fresh at that even. So a lot of stuff I've scrapped, and I just keep writing, trying to figure that out. But there's some I got one I'll sing for here in a minute, and I really like it. I think I'm gonna make that my first single. So
Well, you got to remember, even with the music that you make, and you feel that you might not like it as much, it might touch other people's souls. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
don't ever you didn't write it for no reason.
That's true, bro. I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
appreciate hearing that because that is true, and that's why I've kind of got away from scrapping as much, and I just kind of learned from my mistakes.
Hmm.
Mark it out, maybe go out somewhere else,
And
and
you,
that's where a writer learns. You know,
yeah, you're just beginning. Like you said, you started playing guitar 3 years ago, and just started doing like concerts 6 months ago. I mean, that's amazing.
oh
You know
man,
what
I
I mean?
appreciate that, man,
That's
because
amazing.
it, it it's kind of I look back sometimes, I self reflect, and I'm like, man, I've seen some videos of me even from back then. I think it's been probably 4 years because it was like 2020. So I look back at them videos and I see myself playing. I'm like, wow, I couldn't even strum a chord. And then now I'm able to even play a song. Just makes me feel blessed and happy because it's really fun to do once you get that hang of it. And for anybody that wants to learn, you're fully capable. You just got to put yourself to it and focus and put that time and effort into it, and you can accomplish it. Believe me. I mean, I've had several friends that can play the guitar. Same thing. I mean, you just got to put the work in, enjoy it. It ain't for everybody, but if that's something you want to do and you feel it's in your bones, that's how I was when I was a kid. Is I always felt it in my bones. I wanted to play guitar, and I never picked it up. As I got older, I picked it up. I wish I would have picked it up when I was younger, but if you feel it in your bones, you know, get you a guitar, play, try it out. And it's going to be hard at first, but you'll learn, you make some breakthroughs. And once you hit them first few chords, you're like, oh, cool, this is cool. You put a chord to another chord, a G to a C, and it you're like, wow, that's music. I'm making music, and it'll blow your mind, and it'll draw you in, and you'll keep playing. And so if that's for you, I think you should strive for it for sure.
Most definitely. I do a lot of like uh well, I try to do a lot of like producing on like FL Studios, but
Oh, really?
I used to play guitar as a kid, but I got I couldn't afford the lessons after too long, so I didn't get to keep going.
Right.
But it is amazing, and I fucking love music,
So
all kinds. So
ha-
it's just amazing to see like how much you have progressed in so little time.
I appreciate it. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. So you're 27, and we didn't really grow up in the era where they had like YouTube. We kind of did, but it was kind of at the
It
end.
was just starting.
I was still starting kind of harder,
When I
not as
got
much
older.
material. Now these kids grow up. I'm telling you, you don't always have to have a teacher. You can go watch YouTube videos, put it to the test. See what you're capable of, because it's there for you. But just like you said, the FL Studio stuff, like if I'm starting to get into that stuff, I'm trying to at least, and it's hard to learn, but you you got so much stuff to your fingertips these days with technology and all the apps and stuff we got these days, YouTube and everything. Uh, it's crazy. So
Yeah.
these kids, man, and it blows my mind. I've ran into some of them. I got a buddy, a little kid back home. I watched him play football with my little brother. He's probably like 18 right now, but the kid can play, man. He's
Hmm.
I can't. I'm trying to remember his name, but he's really great, man. But it's just crazy how these kids they're evolved. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
There's
Good
so
thing.
much that there's so many things, like so many opportunities for them to grasp onto.
Exactly.
You know what I
It's
mean? And
good,
it's
man.
like it's so much easier nowadays than it was for us back in the day.
But yeah, it's there for the taking for everybody, and that's what I think is cool about the technology thing. That it has its downfalls, but there's so much to learn from it, and or you can take from it.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about your life. You said what you live in Texas
I live here in Enid, Oklahoma, for the last 2 years.
the last 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what you was born and raised in Texas
Yes,
then,
sir. I'm
or
from Texas.
what part of Texas were you from?
From Central Texas, but my hometown is named Breckenridge. I'm over kind of by Abilene,
Okay.
and so a lot of people don't know my town, but it's a little bitty, and I can't probably population of like 2,000.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody, and it's a good community. I love it. I just had to chase um, more opportunity for myself with work and everything. I actually work in the pipeline and stuff, so
Okay.
yes, sir.
So you're making some decent money doing your little music thing, and
Yeah. The music thing, I don't make a whole lot in it yet. I don't try to. I just really like to play for free, or I just like to play for anybody. I just
just
really
doing
enjoy
what
it.
you love
Like I
on the
said, a
side.
year ago, I wasn't playing for nobody, and now I'm like hooked on it, and it kind of blows my mind sometimes. Kind of shy, but I love to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gotta say the talent that you have with such little time is fucking amazing. You know.
I have a great time with it, and I would say, I'm gonna keep going until I do something with it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna give up. I'm gonna put some stuff on Spotify here soon, and get out there a little more. I know it's hard. I haven't even got a YouTube yet, so I still got to grow a lot, you know. So, but there, I do have an Instagram and a Facebook, and if you want to check it out, it's Ryan Robertson underscore music, and I got some stuff posted up there, and I got a TikTok. It's Ryan Robertson music. So if y'all want to check that, I got a couple videos posted up there, but yeah, like I'm looking forward to getting my music out there and getting on Spotify and Apple Music here coming up in the spring. I think it's going to be a good thing. I'm really my following so far is really uh they're really excited for it, and so I'm excited, you know, to be able to finally get to produce I might produce it. I don't know, probably not though. I don't, but it's just nice to get something out there for them to listen to, you know. And good for me too. I'm excited to be able to hear my own music on the radio every day to work or whatever, you know.
Man, it's always nice to have somebody else that appreciates it as well. To
For
already
sure,
have a
and
little
that's what I'm
following.
excited about is finally, you know, giving them that material that they deserve, because it's been a long road so far, but I can't wait to get it out.
Well, I'm gonna ask you to play another song, maybe even two. But first, I want to know, like, tell me a little bit about like the day in your life. What is your life like? What was growing up like?
Growing up, like
Yeah.
growing up was great, man. My dad, he's an oil field worker, and my mom was a stay at home mom, and so life was great, you know. Growing up, we had everything we ever needed and stuff. I've came from a great family, which I'm very blessed to have came from, you know. And I never picked up, you know, I never played music or nothing. We listened to music around the house and stuff, but never played music. A lot of hunting and fishing, a lot of football, you know, basic Texas household. Uh, but yeah, it is great. You know, I had a great growing up, bringing up, and then got out of high school. Went to college. Didn't go to college. I went to a welding school, Tulsa Welding School up here in Tulsa. Lived 7 months up there. And had a great experience up there. Met so many great people, and then ended up moving back to Gainesville, back in Texas, North Texas. Worked there for a while, and then went back home, and now I'm here. So it's been good. I like it here in Enid. You know, it's pretty nice. We travel for work every couple of years, so I'll be probably no telling where they'll send me next. But to be here is pretty great. You know, just to experience Enid for a little bit, and that's what I enjoy about my job right now is I get to travel, experience different places and stuff. And
So you said you work for a pipeline. So did you start in Texas where you work,
yeah, we
or
started in Texas. We started out,
they moved you out here two
and then
years ago?
yeah, we finished up out there, and got another job up here. They wanted us to lay the pipeline here. So
Well, God bless them, man, because it's
yeah,
amazing to have you out here. Honestly,
thanks, bro. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to be out here.
All right, well, why don't you go ahead and take a second, get your guitar out, and can you show us a song of yours?
Yeah, I'll play one on. I'll play. This song is the one I want to release first. This will be my first single. This is gonna be called "Sunday Sundress." Sunday after church, and she's in that sundress. Lord, I just can't get enough. We're out them doors into my sunburned Silverado. Shift them gears, we're headed west. Got her head on my chest. Lord, this girl's got me, man. Yeah, yeah, she's in that dress. must I confess, girl, you got me. Girl, you got me. Must I confess, girl, you got me. Girl, you got me. Sunday after church and she's in that sundress. Lord, I just can't get enough. We're out them doors into my sunburned Silverado. Shift them gears, we're headed west. Got her head on my chest. Oh, this girl's got me, man. Yeah. Must I confess, girl, you got me. Yeah, you got me, man. Yeah.
Fucking amazing. So that
No, man.
no lie. That was
I
was
appreciate
great.
it, man. Thank you.
That was great. So I'm gonna start off with
I'll play
saying,
some more too.
who
for
the
you,
fuck
I
broke your heart?
Oh man, no,
Where did you get the inspiration for that song?
do not even know, man. It just came out of me one day,
Yeah.
and he was there when I wrote it. And when I first played that first hook, Sunday after church, and she's in that sundress. As soon as I played that, I was like, man, that's something.
Yeah.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
And so I did, and I wrote that song. And
So it was
I
just
really-
random, or like it like
I kind of just
did
from
a
feel,
woman hurt you? Like you put like
from feel, just what I feel
just what you
inside,
was
kind
feeling
of,
at the moment.
Yeah. It not necessarily,
Don't necessarily always have to be about your
like
life.
right
It's
now in
just
this
whatever you
moment,
feel.
it was more like it could have happened years ago, and that's probably where I was thinking. I can't even tell you right now where I wrote that song, but I can tell you it's probably from thinking back on some feeling I had back in the day.
Yeah.
And I brought that back into, reality right now on the guitar. And
that's a fucking amazing song, and I can tell you it probably touches a lot of people nowadays. It's amazing that it came to you right now. However it came to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really love that song, so I'm glad that you appreciate it as well, man. Thank you.
So you're planning on recording all of those songs soon? The ones that
Yes, sir.
The original ones.
Yes, sir. In the spring, hopefully, I get a couple of them out there.
That is amazing.
Yes, sir. My name is Ryan Robertson, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Everything's under Ryan Robertson _music. And then my TikTok is just Ryan Robertson Music. So,
and hopefully on YouTube.
YouTube soon. Yes, sir.
Huh? You need to get you a channel and get on out there, because
yes, sir.
Everybody in the world needs to hear this.
I appreciate it, man. It's been a great time out here. And like I said, I kind of fumbled the bag of there a couple times, but I'm off the yak.
Yeah,
it's been a great time, man.
We're just here having a good time.
It's been a great time.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you coming, and we're going to wrap it up here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.